H.
Paragraph 11.
Sorry, 11. What does paragraph 11 say? You're saying you're basing your argument on paragraph 11,
11.
of exhibit what?
C.
Of exhibit C, fine.
Yes.
Now, what does paragraph 11 say? That's all I want to understand.
It says the accused admits to the accuracy and correctness of the photo album compiled by Sergeant T. Musia and sketch plan thereto depicting the scene at 13511
Right.
Kutwanong Street, Mzamo Section, First
Right.
Loras, on the 27th of October 2014 are admitted.
So there's no admission concerning Moshono's photographs, the 129.
I'm going to that one.
No.
No,
Don't go
in
there.
that paragraph.
I want to understand. There's no admission, what you have read, concerning the 129 photographs taken by Moshono.
Mhlahlo.
Moshasho. There's no admission
No,
concerning
there
that.
is no admission.
You agree, Mr. Baloyi?
That is contained in paragraph 12. The
No,
admissions-
wait. I'm talking about paragraph 11.
Yes, no, this only relates to Warrant Officer Musia.
Right. So paragraph 12, what do you say about it?
Paragraph 12 reads as follows. Can I read it verbatim?
Yes.
The accuracy and correctness of the photo album marked exhibit the key and sketch plan with reference number, LCLC number CR143/2014, open bracket, phosphorus case 636 of 10/2014, close bracket, compiled by the then Warrant Officer Mhlahlo, depicting the scene at
Moshasho, right?
13511 Kutwanong Street, Mzamo Section, First Loras,
Right.
on the 27th of October 2014, as well as photos taken during post-mortem examination on the 28th of October 2014 at Forensic Pathology Services, Germiston, which form part of the photo album, open bracket, photographs 1 to 137, close
1 to?
bracket, 137.
I'm interested in the 129 first. Are those photos admitted? The 129 photos which are attributed to
Yes.
Sergeant, they're admitted.
Yes,
For
yes,
accuracy,
yes.
right? Now 137, what does it pertain to? The photos, you say they go up to 137. Are they including the post-mortem?
Let me go to 137. My lord, 137 relates to, there is a photo taken of the door handle.
Oh, okay, so the door handle, who took
Yes.
it? Mhlahlo.
Mhlahlo, yes.
So Mhlahlo's photos from 129 up to 129, meaning from 9, if we exclude the 8 photos, from photo 9 up to 137, Mhlahlo took those photos. 137. Are we agreed on that?
From photo 9, Mhlahlo's photos start from photo 1. The photo album of Mhlahlo exhibit, they start from photo 1.
Okay, so
It's
we start from photo 1 of Mhlahlo's photos.
yes, exhibit D.
The exhibit you
C.
allocate to Mr. Musia,
Yes.
what does it relate to?
Photos of the crime scene. The photos
Yeah,
that
it's photo number what to what?
photo 1 to 8.
Right. So from 9, who is responsible for photo 9 going up? There's no photo 9.
There's no photo 9 in his photo album.
Oh, okay. So he only took 8.
Yes.
And then Musia started from scratch and took 129.
Mhlahlo.
Mhlahlo, sorry, Mhlahlo. 129. Took 129 photos.
No. 1.
Hello?
Mhlahlo, my lord, started taking photos from photo number 1.
Right.
Which
Up to
depicts-
photo number?
Up to photo number. There are 190 photos.
190.
190 photos.
190.
Yes, 190.
So these were taken by Mhlahlo.
Mhlahlo, yes.
Is that the evidence? Okay, Mr. Baloyi, is that correct? Right.
Right.
So these photos, you say they are admitted for accuracy.
Yes, they are admitted for accuracy.
Okay, so what did you want to tell me?
I just want to draw the court's attention to the deliberations where my challenge. This witness says he packed, sealed, and transported the exhibits to the ballistics on the 30th of October,
Right,
2014.
right.
That is the evidence of this witness in chief before cross-examination.
Yeah.
Right. The Section 220 admissions do not relate to the sealing, packaging, and transportation of the exhibits to the ballistics. So the defense is entitled to cross-examine the
Him
witness
on what?
on the packaging and sealing of exhibits to the ballistics.
Which ballistics did he? Which photographs or the ballistics which are encapsulated in the photographs did he seal, according to you? Because when I understood this evidence, he says, when he identified an exhibit, he took a photo of it.
My Lord,
And by extension of logic also,
120
Ms. Moshato also must have taken photos.
129, photo
Yeah.
number 129
Yeah,
of
photo
exhibit D.
129, what does it relate to?
It relates to the forensic exhibit bag, the sealed exhibit bag,
Right,
with
okay,
the
fine.
envelope inside, with and the
Right.
seal number, the exhibit bag number.
Yeah,
Yes, but my point, my Lord, is in the Section 220 admissions, if I can be clear, there is no paragraph saying that the accused admit the packaging, sealing, transportation of the exhibits to the ballistic.
what does he
unit.
admit?
Pardon, my Lord.
What does he admit?
He admits to the taking of the photos. We are
Right.
admitting to the taking, the accuracy, and the. If the court may bear with me, please. The accused admits to the accuracy and correctness of the photo album, not the packaging, not the sealing, and not the transportation of the exhibits to the ballistics. There's supposed to be paragraphs detailing that.
Okay, no, we'll get there. The photo album, what does it depict? Because if I understand English, he says he admits the accuracy and the correctness of the photo album. Now, the photo album, what is encapsulated in the photo album? Which he admits.
The
The
exhibit,
client admits.
the exhibit, the bullet projectile which was found on the crime scene.
Hello?
The photo 129 depicts the bullet projectile which was found on the crime scene.
Right?
Yes. So he admits the accuracy and the correctness of that photo, not the packaging,
And not?
not the packaging and the sealing
I see.
and transportation of the exhibit to the forensic science laboratory.
Okay, fine. Let's hear you.
So
What did your client package? Mr. Musia, what did he package? Exhibits which are encapsulated in the photos taken by him and Lieutenant Mosholo.
he has, Mhlahlo.
Yeah,
Yes, the witness, my Lord, has admitted that he did not take a photo of the exhibit before it was sealed.
he took it after,
He took it after the sealing of the bag.
and then your client admits the correctness and accuracy of that.
No, that is not how I understood the
What does he-
accuracy
what
and
does he-
correctness.
what does he admit?
He admits the manner in which the photo is, the accuracy and correctness,
Yeah.
not the chain evidence. He's
And what
challenging
does
the
the photo
chain.
depict, sir?
Photo
You see,
129.
if you take my corpse the day I'm dead, you take my corpse and you say you admit the accuracy and the correctness of that photo, what are you actually admitting? What?
That which is in the photo.
Which is what?
The photo 129 is the exhibit bag.
What is the exhibit? What does the exhibit bag contain?
I'm not too sure what it contains, madam.
I know,
because
I'm
it's
sure.
a brown envelope.
Because he said he took all these exhibits and placed them in other bags. They allocated them PA 5,000, this PA 5,000, that about 6 of them. How many were they? 12 actually. 12. You heard me. We can go ahead. Mr. Baloyi, what's your view? Where you admit the accuracy and correctness of a photo But the photo is a living agency of information, according to me.
Yes.
So what do you...
Indeed, we agree with the court as to the interpretation, but what gave rise to this debate, my lord, was when counsel sought that this witness should bring certain registers, the trip register, the working copy and the master copy of the photos that he has taken. That we said, my lord, is encapsulated in the admissions. And that's why we objected, my lord, that they've already admitted that aspect. But as far as the chain of custody is concerned, that's why this witness is here to testify about that. And he has already testified about that, my lord. So we think it's water under the bridge.
So you're objecting, and you can proceed, say, the court will have to make a ruling on that.
One other thing, my lord, is that the registers are not encapsulated in the admissions. The registers that we
are not what?
They are not mentioned in the Section 220 admissions.
How does the register come in now?
I heard my colleague mentioning the registers, that I'm the one who raised the issue of the registers.
Mr. Baloyi, they say you raised registers.
No, I was just giving a background of how this issue came about. That he wanted the registers, and we then objected and said, but the issues in particular regarding the correctness of the photo album has already been admitted. So you can't now question that and say you want copies of the photos, the working copy.
Because that has been admitted.
Yes.
The master copy, yes,
yes,
they call it.
The working copy and the master copy.
Copies.
Yes.
Because this gentleman was working on the downloading of a camera.
Yes.
Is that not so? If I follow the evidence.
Yes.
He downloaded that information.
Yeah, indeed, my lord.
Which was taken by, as he said it, a camera.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And that information exists in an image represented by a photo.
Yes.
That's how logically I think about it.
That's
okay, I've heard you. You can go.
Maybe one issue that I can raise. Exhibit C, the photos look faint. They look faint. I'm unable to follow. That is why I wanted the master copy as well as the working copy from the witness.
A photo is faint and you admit it. Then you argue post facto. No, Mr. Mnisi is not dark in complexion.
But it does
He's
not.
light in complexion. But you've admitted the photo of the representation of Mr. Mnisi, where he's got a dark complexion.
But my lord, how does my request prejudice the state?
Oh, that's another aspect. Fine. That's another aspect.
Yes, it does not prejudice the state in any way.
In any way. Mr. Baloyi, you're not prejudiced in any way.
Well, my lord, over and above the issue that we've argued, there's also an issue of relevancy. The court has already indicated this incident happened in 2014. Now, this witness, as he's correctly pointed out, now he must go and try and look for that information, which has got absolutely nothing to do with this case. It's regarding the other sins that he admitted. We are saying, therefore, that information is irrelevant. They are not disputing that he attended the scene. I don't see how the trip register will assist them in that regard.
Right.
So our objection is based on two legs. The first one is the correctness of the photos and accuracy has been admitted. And secondly, that those registers are irrelevant.
Okay, fine. But you're going to call the kernel, eh? Yeah. Now you can go on with your submissions, Mr. Momaro.
I'm instructed, my lord, that we request those registers. We request.
Which registers are you talking about now? Which registers?
The plan register.
The what?
The plan register.
You mean the registers that were used by this witness on the 27th
Of October
of October
2014.
2020. 2014, sorry.
Yes.
You still have those registers?
I have
It
to
says it doesn't
search.
have them.
He says he'll have to go and search, my lord.
But I submit, my lord, that the witness cannot say he does not have the register without him having searched for the registers. Go and look for the registers and come back. He's just giving a spontaneous response.
What's your, you say you're giving a spontaneous response, meaning you haven't even thought about the issue.
Loreng ka taba eo, ntate?
Ke arabile hona jwale la ke Mnisi platform ya ka, my lord.
I've answered right now.
Di
even
tla
though it wasn't my
tlameha
platform.
hore di o searchwa.
I'll have to go and search them, or
Search
those
for them.
registers need to be searched.
Okay, he says you can go and search for them.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, that will be my submissions.
Yeah. Is that any other thing you want to raise? Anybody?
There's one issue that I want to raise before I sit. Warrant officer, you told this court that you are stationed at Springs, LCRC.
O jweditse kgotla hore wena o stationed kapa o sebetsa
He was
mo-
stationed at Springs.
Oh, you were, yes. Thank
Is
you,
it
madam.
Secunda now?
Yes, you are
I
in
listened
Secunda.
to
Yes,
the evidence.
I just missed
Station sa
that.
hone le Springs, hona jwale ko Secunda, LCRC. Ke nnete?
Yes. Which police station did you cover? You said you cover Don Park. Can you remind me again?
First was Zonke Zizwe in Reiger Park.
Oh, okay.
Usho kanjalo ke uthi yilawo ma police station engisebenza nawo okanye ngixhumene nawo. Vosloorus, Don Park, Zonke Zizwe, and near Reiger Park.
Okay. If you know, warrant officer, which police station covered Alexandra police station? Which LCRC covered Alexandra police station?
LCRC ening e khukanya le Alexandra police station ke efeng yona?
Tlamehile be le Santin LCRC.
It should have been it should be Senton LCRC. Uthi leyo ke exhumene ne Alexandra is Senton LCRC.
Thank you, my lord. I have no further submissions and
Any
questions.
person with any questions arising from the court's remarks?
I don't have any.
Mr. Mnisi?
Thank you, my lord. Naturally, my lord, I'm not so sure because.
About what?
Based on the submission by my colleagues and the cross-examination that he had to this witness and the responses that we siphoned from these witnesses, my lord, I will definitely have to have questions. But subsequent to him handing over those registers here at court, I'll definitely have questions, my lord. Basically,
If he finds the registers, obviously.
my lord,
If he finds the registers.
there's no way in which he cannot find them.
They couldn't find pocket books, please. There's no way.
There's no way.
There's no way. No, not the problem. I say if he finds them.
Then the challenge, my lord, is going to be
What?
up until such time that those registered, and I'm not trying to hold this court
And
to answer.
done what?
Up until such time that he finds those registered, this point is going to remain hanging, which is going to be prejudicial to these accused persons because at some other quarters, they would come and argue that by virtue of the fact that we are not afforded an opportunity to cross-examine these witnesses on the basis of the
Aye,
registers which we requested, this trial was unfair in our
Aye.
instance, my lord. I don't want to be caught up in that web.
You know what? I can be accused of anything by anybody concerning a criminal case, but I'll never ever refuse access to cross-examination of a counsel. Never.
But hence I'm saying, my lord,
Whether represented or not. Have I refused to cross-examine on the issues you want to raise, sir? I never do that. Why should I do that?
but that's not my argument.
What's your argument? If
My
they're never found,
argument is-
if they're never found, you're saying, he'll have to look for them until he finds them.
My lord, it will be very strange. Court registers do not simply grow feet and run away. Some registers do not simply grow feet and run away. They are kept at the storages, whether it's at the archive or the storages, for a particular period of time. More importantly, they knew that at one stage or the other, this case will have to come before court, my
No,
lord.
fine, let's hope they find them. Okay. So how long do we give you, sir?
And earlier on, the hand of the witness was up, my lord.
Yeah, oh, sorry, yeah. You wanted to say something?
O ne batla ho-
ke ne ke batla ho bua se seng, my lord.
Yeah, say.
Ke bile ka hara box le for so long in this court.
I've been in this witness box for so long in this court.
And ha jwale ke bona hore a ke sa kgona.
Right now, I can see that I cannot.
Hobane
anymore.
a ke understand hore ke eng e kana e batlegang from me.
I do not understand what is it that is needed from me.
E le hore ke ne ke etsa mosebetsi wa ka.
Whereas I was only or merely doing my work.
And jwale mmele wa ka o sa kgona.
Now my body cannot take it anymore.
Okay, fine, I hear you. Tell me, at Springs, do you know who's in charge now?
Wa tseba ke mang a leng in charge
The
of
officer
this?
in charge of this 459,
It's Lieutenant Colonel Ngomani.
Lieutenant,
Colonel Ngomani, acting commander.
just, sorry, just can you write that name? Okay, but we've got your particulars, ne? I know you're sickly. This court will invoke section 167. Strictly speaking, it's not 167. It should be 186, but it's 167 because this witness is evidence. We are not able to find finality in it because he says he has some incapacitation. But he tells this court that there is a lieutenant who is in charge of the very section which councils want him to go and search for information. Is that not so?
Go jalo, ntate.
So he will have access to the storage of this information,
Ke yana ka banang le yona tlhahisoleseding eo.
right?
It is
And
indeed
this
so,
court
my
will
lord.
recall you, okay?
Go tla nne tla o bitsa hape, ne?
After Mngomani has searched and whether he has found this or that to come and adumbrate your evidence, okay?
Ka mora ba Ngomane a search he. Hore wa fumana kapa ha fumane bakeng sa hore re bane le tswelopele e nyeweng ena.
Wa utlwala.
Understood, my
Yeah, I
lord?
can understand because I sometimes deal with files. I was running the High Court, Criminal Court in Joburg. All the records of convicted people suddenly disappear. Where's Mr. Mnisi? Man, I'm trying to inform you.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not arguing, I'm just telling you.
Thank you, my lord.
I say, the funny thing I encountered there in the 10 years
yes.
I was in charge,
Yes,
all the records, or most of the records of the convicted people,
yes,
they are not found. They get missing.
yes, my lord.
All the records of the guys and girls who were found not guilty are there.
Yes, my lord.
That's all I'm prepared to say.
But another flip
That's
side
all.
of the coin, my lord.
I don't want any comment. I'm just telling you about record keeping.
No, on the same breath, if the court were to hear me out, my lord. I remember when I was still a prosecutor.
Oh,
here-
yes, you know
here
better.
at DPP Pretoria.
Yes,
We found registers
yes,
of a case that was committed 20 years ago.
yes.
They were there.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So it's not a cut and fast right that.
I have
registers
read,
will not
I
be
have
found, my
read,
lord.
look, this is, by the way, it doesn't form part of
Yes,
this.
my lord, yes.
I have read of so-called transgression when I was listening to the Zondo Commission. They were saying there were dockets which went missing from the NPA. They found feet right up to Cape Town, etc. You heard me?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Right, Mr.
Thank you, ma'am.
Mr. Malohi, let's hear you.
Please, my lord, we just
Re-examination.
have about 3 or 4 questions, my
Okay,
lord.
fine.
Warrant Officer Mnisi, you were asked by Advocate Ngumalo as to what your duties entail.
Advocate Ngumalo la botsa hore na mosebetsi wa hao o tjho reng kapa bolela hore it is indeed so.
You testify that it's to document the crime scene
Wa re ho documenta crime scene.
in the form of pictures,
O sebedisa dinepe jwalo.
to search for exhibits,
O batlana le di-exhibit kapa dikarolo tsa bopaki.
and document them in the form of photos.
Le tsona o di kene ka fileng jwalo ka o sebedisa dinepe. It is so, yes.
To compile and pack the evidence so retrieved,
O nka bopaki bono bo kopanye le hore o bopakele hantle.
and to transport the exhibits
le hore o tsamaise dikarolo tseno tsa
to
bopaki
where they should be transported, namely at the Forensic Science Laboratory,
hore di isiwe FSL Forensic Science Laboratory
and to testify.
le hore o tlise bopaki ba gago kgatlheng la dinyewe mona.
Jwalo Morena.
It isn't it so?
Is it
Yeah,
the sum total of your responsibilities?
ka mantswe a mang ke boikarabelo ba gago kaofela bona botseng o fane ka bona.
Jwalo Morena.
It is so, yes.
Thank you.
Thi bona ke umsebenzi wami loyo ese ubalulekile enkantolo.
It was also put to you that did it not occur to you that the bullet might have ricocheted and landed somewhere in the kitchen? And your answer was, ballistic experts are the ones regarding firearms. They reconstruct the crime scene, determine the position of the victims and the perpetrator and matters connected therewith.
Wile wa araba ka tsela e jwalo hore batho bana ke bona ba ileng hore ba ikarabellang ka crime scene ke bona ba etsang reconstruction ya crime scene mailana he le hore na victim ne di le kae le di ntho tseno kaofela tseo leng hore di rukane le di karolo tseno ka dintlha tseno tsa bopaki bo fumanelang tulong eno ya tlolo ya molao.
Jwalo Morena.
It isn't it so?
Now, matters such as the type of firearm used in this instance, would that fall within the ambit of the expertise of the ballistic expert, or would it fall within your knowledge?
Dintlha tse maelana le se thunya ebe di itshetlehile kae di ka karolong e feng ya mosebetsi ebe ka lehlakoreng la mosebetsi kapo batho ba e leng hore ke ditsebi tsa ballistic.
Lehlakoreng la ditsebi tsa ballistic.
That would be in the field of the ballistic experts.
Now, at the time when you went with Colonel Buthelezi to the scene to reconstruct the scene, do you remember which year that was?
Wa hopola ne reconstructor tulo ya tlolo ya molao mane o tsamaya le Constable Buthelezi Colonel.
Ke se utlwile selemo mo court empa I sa hopola hantle hore ke se.
I heard about that year right here in court. Personally, I do not remember what year it was.
But do you know if a second docket was opened at that stage?
Wa hopola hore ebe docket ya bobedi la bulwa ka nako eo ka potsa.
Tjhe ne ke se aware hore ba statement se ke se etsang se ya go case docket.
I wasn't aware that the statement that I was providing has to form part of the case docket.
She did not explain that to you.
Aka au hlalosetsa seno.
O nhlaloseditse ka tsela e seng yona.
She explained in a way that was incorrect.
Are statement se batla ya ko National Crime Scene Management hore ba lekola hore ke entse mosebetsi jwang empa statement se ile sa straight docketing.
She said that the statement was needed in the National Crime Scene Management, and they wanted to examine that statement as to how it was furnished, whereas in an actual fact, the statement went straight into the docket.
Yes. And just lastly, in cross-examination by Advocate Michelle Lolo, you referred to the information that you gleaned from the investigator on the scene. Can you clarify as to whether there is a difference between an investigating officer and a duty officer?
Ibe phapang hare investigating officer le duty officer.
Duty officer go who detectives ibateng and loruna who crime scene management or LCRC level always a duty officer.
There's a duty officer within the team of the detectives and as well as the duty officer as well in the LCRC or the crime scene management team, there's also a duty officer.
But in the context in which you use the word investigating officer in cross-examination by Mshololo, who does it refer to?
Jwale ha re bua ka investigating officer, haholoholo no botswa dipotso mane ke Memshololo. Re bua ka mang?
Nka bua ka Captain Zwane.
I would refer to Captain Zwane,
And in Eliana senior among those detectives.
because he was the one that was senior amongst those detectives. Manje ke sikhuluma ngaye ke uCaptain Zwane, nguyena ke umuntu bephakemele bonke abebephenya amacala. Kanti ke ngapha i-duty officer ekhona ku LCRC kuyithimba le LCRC nangapha ke kithina ikhona i-duty officer kulaba abaphenyayo.
You were also asked as to the time at which you departed the scene at 13511 Kutlanus section,
O ile wa botsa le ka nako
Kutlani Street, I'm sorry, in Mzamo section to attend to those other scenes. You mentioned that it was about 20 to 3 in the morning.
o ile wa hlalosa taba eno ha o ne tloa mane mo tlilo ya molao e etsahetseng teng o tloile ka 22:03 hoseng.
Ujwalo mrena.
That is correct. Yebo ngikushilo lokho ukuthi uma ngisuka khona lapha endaweni esigameko bekungo 22:03 ekseni.
And that you return after 6 o'clock in the morning.
Wa khutla ka mora 6 ya hoseng. That is correct. Ngase ngibuya emva kwa 6 o'clock ekseni.
These times, are they documented somewhere?
Ebe
In your
dinako tse
records?
hona le mo di ngotseng teng.
Ke di documentile mo docketing.
I have documented them in the docket. Uthi lezi nkathi zibhalwe ku dokodo lana.
Yes. And the fact that you left the scene, is it also documented in your records?
Le di recording tsa hao re o ile wa tloa tulong ya tlolo ya molao. Ile ya ngola fatshe ntho e.
Ka bomadimabe ke documenta mo pocket bookung e sa tholagaleng gona jwale.
Unfortunately, I documented that in the pocket book, which cannot be retrieved or found currently. Ukusuka kwami lapha endaweni esigameko yilokho ke ekungeke ngikwazi ukuthi kuqinisekiswe ngoba phela ke kubhalwa kuleyo pocket book engatholakali ngeshwa okwamanje.
Thank you, my lord. That is all.
Yeah, thanks. Just for clarification regarding pocket books.
Ha re tla tabeng ya di pocket book.
How, it's common sense that if they are filled up, they must be handed in.
Ra o tseba hono re ha itletse o tshwantse o e kenye o ise office.
Ho jwalo morena
It is-
gore o thole pocket book e ntšha tshwantse o tlise ya gagwe.
So that you can be given or finished with a new pocket book, you must then submit the first one.
So when they furnish you with a new pocket book, what is the procedure?
Jwale ha ba o fa pocket book e ntjha tsamaiso ke efeng?
Pocket book ya gale ba e faela.
Now the first or the old pocket book gets to be filed. The pocket book yokuqala bayayifayila,
And where is it filed?
bayifayila kae?
E faelwa ke human resource ya rona mo di-shelfeng tsa hae.
The human resource management are the ones that are shelving it in their own cabinets or shelves. Uthi ke laba ke be human resources ibona ke abathatha lawo ma pocket book bese bayawafayila ke emashelvini wabo.
What happens if you have lost the pocket book?
Wetsahalang ha o lahletswe ke pocket book ya hao?
Ke tshepa gore ke tlamehile ho ngola affidavit.
I believe that I need to write an affidavit to that effect. Dike uma ngabe iye yalahleka I pocket book kwamele ukuthi ngibhale I affidavit.
Okay, I'm asking these questions because it's not the first time I hear about lost pocket books.
Jwale potse na bana ha ke se kgetlo la pele ke utlwa ka di pocket book tse lahlehileng.
And this is not a judgment on the police, but when I was practicing in the 70s, defending so-called security legislation victims or treason victims, when you started cross-examining the policeman, the pocket book invariably got lost. And I'm not saying you must comment. So it's not a new story. In the 70s also, pocket books got lost.
Le ka di 70 le mo tseno di pocket book ne di
Okay.
lahlela.
But there's one other issue which I want clarification. Did you yourself plant any ballistic evidence on the scene? You yourself?
Wena ka bo wena ho na le ballistic evidence e leng wa e kenya mo tulong ya tlolo ya molao.
Chair, ho jalo.
No. Tika mina akukho ayikho ingxenye ballistic engingayithatha ngayibeka khona lapha endaweni yesigameko.
And Mhlahlo,
Mhlahlo.
you were with him when you say he discovered or found the fragmented pellet on the top of the cabinet.
Mhlahlo yena ha ona rule a tholahala bullet e leng hore couple fragment.
Ne re na le yena ka
Le lena le yena.
projectile fragment ke thotse ke le mo.
The fragment was found while I was alone,
Right.
but the projectile was in the company of Mhlahlo, which was not.
The projectile was found by Mhlahlo in your presence.
Come on, Zoma. That is correct, my lord.
You saw him when he found it or discovered it.
Umoni hana ifumana.
Eh, ne re le babedi.
There were the two of us. I saw him when he found it, my lord.
He's going to be testifying here. So your evidence is he did not plant it because the cross-examination, as it's going, it appears that there is some problems concerning the authenticity of the exhibits. Are you with me?
Well, please, I couldn't tell.
Ho tlogala mo.
I understand, my lord. I understand. Uthi ke nginomhlahlo ke ngenkathi kutholakala leyo nhlamvu ke. Uyena umhlahlo le ebephezulu kwecabinet. Uyena umhlahlo wayithola besisonke ngaleso sikhathi. Ngoba ke inkantolo iqethe lokho ke ukuthi kubukeka kangathi obufakazi obukhona lana enkantolo yilobo bokuthi lobo bufakazi bokuthi umhlahlo uthole inhlamvu nje khona lapho ungazi ukuthi ubufakazi obungenaqiniso ngaphakathi okanye obungeke bukholwe kahle inkantolo.
Why I'm asking this is because the submissions are that they're not set in those strong terms. Why couldn't you find the projectile on the very same day you found the fragmented bullet? Are you with me?
Well, please that. Ubani usakafumana bullet fragmented bullet o sakawayithola kana nako enu ewona ufumana ntwena kayon kuleyani wethothi.
Because the one was found on the 26th. Sorry, 27th. 26th. Is that 26th?
After midnight, 12:20, ke qala ho process a crime scene.
And then you
the
found,
very same day.
And you found
after,
what?
After bullet fragment, my lord.
Bullet fragment was found after 12 o'clock midnight as I was starting to process the crime scene.
Who showed you to?
Ke mang ela bontsha yona?
Ine idutse pepeneng fatshe.
It was evidently on the floor.
Right, that was on the 27th in the morning.
27 who said.
Le ho jalo mo.
And the
It is indeed
other
so.
projectile which was found amongst the jars, when was it found?
Engwe projectile la fumana hona mane dijekeng yona ila tholala ning.
Same date, 27, kamera hore ke process crime scene le crime scene management.
The same day, on the 27th, after I had processed the crime scene, together with the crime scene management.
Yeah.
Nyeke inhlamvu yatholakala ke nge 27 khona le yathola khona laphana kulamajazi futhi ijeke kulamajeke lawana bengilasi khona nge 27 emva kokuthi ke ngiphenye khona lapha endaweni yesigameko.
Okay, thanks. Any questions arising?
Thank you, my lord. I'm elected. Just the two questions, Sergeant Musia. Regarding the pocket books, at the time you said you were on standby. You were not working shifts then, correct?
Kana kona sa sebetsa shift kana kona le hore o no le standby.
Eh, ho jalo.
It is indeed so. Yebo bengasebenza ama shift ngaleso sikhathi ngiku standby.
And working standby, you then were paid overtime, correct?
O sebetsa standby jwalo wila patala overtime.
Eh, ho jalo.
It is indeed so. Yebo overtime yami yakhokhelwa ngoba ngangisebenza standby.
Now, the point that I simply want to come to you with is this. When you claim that over time, you will take copies, certified copies of what you did on the 26th of 2014 to HR so that they can pay overtime. Now, the point that I'm driving is that even if you don't get the pocket book, but the certified copies that you used for this scene to claim overtime, you may, I'm not saying you will, but you may still get them at HR, correct?
Tseo ka ne re fumana di copy tse certified maelana le tsela e o ileng wa Kenya pontsho ya hao wena o sebeditse overtime. Di tokomane tseno ntse di ka nne tsa fumana ho HR ntse di ka nne tsa fumaneha.
Ditokomane di ka tholagala ha ebe ba di file di ka tholagala Provincial Financial Office.
If they get to be filed, they will be retrieved at Provincial Financial Office.
Let's follow that track because, like, my concern is the same. The two officers that first attended to the scene, also their pocket books went AWOL. So a theme is developing, but let me leave it at that. The second point is this. You found the projectile in the company of, by then she was warrant officer. Now she's a colonel, correct, Mokgoatlheng?
Fumane projectile e le hore o na le enwa Colonel Mokgoatlheng ene le warrant officer kana kwa. It is so, yes. Utiebo le projectile yatholakala beninayo lona warrant officer ngaleso sikhathi Mokgoatlheng oku Colonel okwamanje.
Now, my proposition to you is simply this. From 20 to 2 a.m., when you leave the scene, to 6 a.m. the following day, when Mokgoatlheng is not there, you don't know what happened to the scene, and in particular to those last jars where this alleged projectile was found. You don't know what happened there, correct?
I would say we will have a good look at the more no ka 22-3. Ho fihla ka bo 6 o'clock o sona le Mokgoatlheng. Ha o tsebe hore kana go eno ho ile wa etsalang mono tulong ya tlolo ya molao.
Ho jwalo bana ne ke le siyo ke sile sine ka tlasa maponesa a mang.
Yes, it is indeed so, because I had left the scene in the watch of other police officers.
That is all I have for the witness. That's it.
Is
that it?
Questions, thank you.
Yeah, fine.
At the time when you left the scene, amongst the police officers, the family members also, you left them inside the house. Is that
Ha
correct?
no tsamaya hona mo no tloa tulong ya tlolo ya molao o sile mapolesa mono le batho ba ntlong eno o ba sile hona mono.
Ha ne ke process a crime scene no sna motho ka tlong. Ke ba kopile kaofela hore batho.
When I processed the crime scene, there was nobody who was inside of the house. I requested for them to vacate during that time.
Okay. When you left the house, they were not allowed to enter inside the house.
How no tloa he o so tsamaya ba ne ba sa dumellwa hore ba ka kena ka ntlong.
Ska ha se ke hlalositse. Ke handile over crime scene ka tsela e tshwanetseng.
As I've already indicated that I handed over the crime scene in a procedural manner.
Ke tshepa hore le bona maponesa a ke wa siyang ba trainile hore crime scene e se ikata jwang ka lebaka leo.
I believe also even the police officers that were left behind, they were trained to that effect as to how the crime scene is being handled.
That's
or
not my
managed.
question.
Ha se
Mr.
potso ya ka eno.
Mose, I'm just on the very same spot to say when you left the house, besides the members of the police, the family members also had access into the house, even if they were not inside the house. That's my question, whether they
Potso
had.
ya ka ke yona eo fela, hore wena ha o no tsamaya tulong ya tlolo ya molao, o siya mapolesa mono. Maloko a lelapa leno ane a le ka ntlong kapa ane a se ka ntlong na kapa ana sa dumellwa ho kapa ane a se ka ntlong le ha fela ba ne ba kgona hore ba na le tumello ya hore ba ka nne ba kena ka ntlong.
Nna ke kopile instruction. Ke fane ka instruction ka kopo hore maponesa ke tsamaya mo crime scene e ke ya crime scene e nngwe ka lebaka. Ka ho ba tseba mosebetsi wa bona to safeguard that crime scene until crime scene management e fihla.
Well, personally, when I left the scene, I informed the police officers that were in the scene to say that now I am leaving the crime scene. And given the fact that they are trained police officers regarding the management of the crime scene, I would believe that they safeguarded the crime scene until such time that the crime scene management would arrive as well.
Okay, I agree with that, but at the time when you left the family members also at the scene. Am I
Ke a
correct?
dumellana le seno. Ha o no tsamaya o siile maloko a lelapa leno hona mono tulong ya tlolo ya molao. Ebe ke nnete?
Che, nka se arabele hobane ne ke sa sheba movement wa batho, ne ke le busy ka crime scene.
No, I cannot remark on that one. Mine was not a focus on the family members. I was just concerned about the crime scene.
Thank you, Madam.
Thanks, Mr. Musia. We shall, through this prosecutor, call the gentleman in charge of the section where you say there are SAP 459 of the LHRC, right? To come, yeah, to come and testify about whether the status of that storeroom is still intact as it was when you left it. Okay? And whether the
Understood,
records
Madam.
can be found. Starting from 26th of October 2014. Okay, thanks.
Understood, my lord.
Will you issue that subpoena in terms of section 167 so that that evidence is taken care of? Okay.
Indeed, my lord. I can just mention that the copy of the SAP 59 is here.
Yeah.
459.
Yeah.
It's only those registers, the trip authority and the plan register, whatever term was used by my learned friend.
Yeah, but the councils here, all councils must assist you
Yes.
to draw that subpoena, so that when you come back, there shouldn't be somebody, I by Faganga lenting to by Fag.
I think, Madam, we can include whatever information you are requesting will liaise with the state. Yes,
Fine, okay,
thank you.
right, thanks. So, are we adjourning now? What time is it?
It's 3 o'clock, my lord.
Still early, man.
Yes, I think we can go some way with, we still have got about 30 minutes.
Yeah, the gentleman outside. Oh, yeah, you are excused. You are excused. Thanks ever so much.
My lord, the state calls the next witness is Lieutenant Colonel Mhlasho. Yes, Mhlasho is Mhlahlo.
Okay.
And she's witness number 56 on the list.
Fellowship, may I be excused?
Oh, you're okay, fine.
Yes.
Thanks.
My lord, this witness has prepared a curriculum vitae which we request to hand up as Exhibit D in brackets 1. The witness is going to testify about Exhibit D, the photo album.
Okay. Yeah, thanks.
Sicela igama nefana. Uzimisela ufuba ababunqozo nikaza ngabuzaba inyani ngothi inyani ephelele. Ngamsake isandla ukuthi inkosi incede ngithethe inyaniso. The witness is sworn in, my lord. Oh, sorry, the name is Thobeka Mhlahlo. Thobeka no H banyana H?
No H.
Okay.
Thobeka.
Mhlahlo Mhlahlo.
Lieutenant Colonel Mhlasho, is it correct that you have prepared a document which has been marked Exhibit D1, setting out your experience?
Ingaba lineni ba elipheshana liphambi kwakho lilungiselelwe nguwe apho uchaza khona amava akho ngokuphathelene nomsebenzi?
Kunjalo.
It is indeed correct. Kulona ke iqiniso ukuthi Exhibit D iphepha ke libhalwe mina mayela nesipiliyoni enginaso.
Can you read the contents thereof in the record?
Cela ke ufunde umxholo wayo.
Presentation of evidence. Lieutenant Colonel Tim Shasho, in brackets, fingerprint expert, photographer and draftsman. I'm a lieutenant colonel in the South African Police Service and currently employed as a commander, crime scene investigation, criminalistic expert, fingerprint expert, crime scene examiner, official photographer, and draftsman at Protea Local Criminal Record Center.
Lieutenant Colonel emaphoyiseni ase South Africa ngisebenza ke njenge commander kuphenyo ke lama crime scene ungcweti ke kwezobulelesi ungcweti kwezama fingerprints ukuhlola nokubheka ke ama crime scene umthwebuli wezithombe ngisebenza ke eProtea LCRC.
What was your rank on the 27th of October 2014?
Nge-27 ka-October 2014 isikhundla owawusibambile yayisesiphi?
Nandi warrant officer, Mhlekazi.
I was a warrant officer, my lord. Warrant officer ke ngazo i-27 zika-October 2014.
Yes, you may proceed.
Ngaqhubeka.
I have 22 years service in the South African Police Service, and 18 years of that I have been working in the criminal record and crime scene management.
Neminyaka ke ewu-22 ngisebenza emaphoyiseni, ewu-18 kuyona ke leyo minyaka ngisebenza e-criminal kanye ne-crime scene management. Ngaqhubeka.
Yes.
I have successfully completed my theoretical as well as practical courses at Criminal Record Center, Pretoria, Criminal Record Center and Crime Scene Management, Western Cape, and Local Criminal Record Center, Protea Clan.
Nginalama course ke noma ke lama practical courses engiwenzile ke e-Criminal Record Center ePretoria, e-Western Cape kanye futhi ke nayo LCRC eProtea Glen.
During the courses, I was trained by trained experts on crime scene processing, videograph, photograph, plan drawing, gathering, packaging, and dispatching of forensic exhibits, as well as searching, comparison, and identification of finger and palm prints.
Wona ke lawo makhosi engiwenzile ngaqeqeshwa ke abantu ke abanesipiliyoni kuma crime scene ukusetshenzwa kwawo ukwenza ama video ukuthwebula izithombe ukudrawa noma ukudweba ke ama plan ukuhlanganisa kanye futhi ke nokuqoqa ubufakazi ama exhibits kanye futhi ke nokusesha noma bebuphenya ukuqhathanisa kanye futhi ke nokwazi ama finger kanye nama palm prints.
After successfully completion of the advanced crime scene course, forensic training program, and in-service training, I was evaluated by an adjudication panel consisting of experienced fingerprint experts, after which a fingerprint expert and criminalistic expert status were awarded to me in 2008.
Emuva kokuthi ke ngempumelelo ke ngase ngiwaqeda ke lawo makhosi lawo ngase ke ngibhekwa ke noma nokuthola ke ama training angaphakathi ke emaphoyiseni ngase ngibhekwa ke ngihlolwa ke ilabo ke noma ithimba ke lalabo abanesipiliyoni kona kumsebenzi wama fingerprints. Emuva kwalokho kwakwase ukuthi bengichaza ke nanje ngongoti ke kumsebenzi wama fingerprint ngayo u-2008.
I work with crime scene examination, photograph, videograph, plan drawing, as well as forensic and fingerprints exhibits on a daily basis.
Ngisebenza ke langa nelanga ke ngawo ke ukubheka ke indawo ke zezigameko, izithombe, ama video, ukudweba ke noma ukudraw ama plan kanye futhi ke nobufakazi ke be-forensic kanye futhi ke nobufakazi bama fingerprints.
Now, Lieutenant Colonel, have you testified in court before?
Ngaba ngaphambi kuku so ke wanikeza kusini nango ubungqina
enkundleni yamatyala. Expertise?
Kunjalo Mhlekazi.
That is indeed correct, my lord. Kuyiqiniso ukuthi ngaphambili senge ngamnikeza ke ngobufakazi enkantolo.
Are there any noteworthy cases you can mention?
Ingaba khona amatyala onowakhankanya owakhumbulayo?
Maninzi Mhlekazi, if ikhoti yanivumela mhlambi ndingakwazi ukuthi ndiye ofisini nikwazi ukwabhala phansi. Ndikwazi ukuza nawo as a referral kule nkundla Mhlekazi.
Quite a lot, my lord. If I'd be afforded the opportunity by the court, I would go back to the office so that I can list them and bring them before this court as proof.
But in
Uma ke inkantolo ingangivumela ke ngahamba ke ngiyowabheka ke ngiwabhale phansi ngize nawo ke lawo macala lawo.
But in which forums have you testified?
Zeziphi ke forums osuke wanikeza ubungqina kuzo?
High Court, Dikendaya,
I've been to the High Court
Amahlandla Maninzi,
on a number of occasions,
Dikendaya Magistrate Court,
at the Magistrate Court
Nase Regional Court.
as well as the Regional Court. Ngibeke kuma High Court, ma Magistrate Court kanye ke nase Regional Court.
And training, do you provide any training?
Lukhona uqeqesho onikezela ngalo wena buqu.
Ndiyayenza in-service training Mhlekazi.
I do in-service training, my lord. Ngiyayenza ke noma ngiyakwenza lokho abathi in-service training
As a commander, yase officing,
as the office commander.
kuma members asebenza ngaphandle.
To members that are working outside. Ngwenza ke lawo training kubantu abasebenza ngaphandle.
And to other stakeholders?
Kwezinye ke indawo nisebenzisana nazo okanye xa seweze igama ke lezi stakeholders. Qeqesho uyanikeza ngalo.
Ngaphakathi esiphoyiseni Mhlekazi. Xa senza i-presentation ewe ngaphakathi kuphela.
It's only in the police service. Uthi xa nisenza?
Kwabanye ama-department xa senza i-presentation.
When we're doing presentations to other departments.
Yes, you may go ahead, paragraph 7.
Ngaqhubekeka.
On the 27th of October, 2014, at 8 o'clock, I was requested by Colonel Matize to attend to its, not written here, but to attend the crime scene at number 13511 Kutlwano Street, Mzamo section for Sloras, where an alleged shooting incident took place.
Nge-27 ka-October 2014 isikhathi kwakungo-8 ekuseni ngacela uyena-ke uKolonel Matize ukuthi ngiyeke kwindawo kwakunesigameko khona-ke ko-13511 Kutlwanong Street eMzamo section eFosleras la ekwakuthiwa khona-ke kunesigameko sokudubula esenzeka. Ewe.
On the same day, 27 October, from time 9:10 to 14:30, I was at number 13511 Kutlwano Street, Mzamo section for Sloras. And I found Sergeant Mosia and Lieutenant Colonel Zwane who briefed me about the crime scene. We then did the first walkthrough on the crime scene, and Sergeant Mosia further informed me about the investigation that he conducted on the crime scene on the 26th October 2014, based on the points that were indicated to me by Lieutenant Zwane, as well as observations made by me. I further processed the crime scene with Sergeant Mosia.
Just a minute.
No, you can finish that, so it's fine.
We agreed that Sergeant Mosia will process the forensic.
Proceed. Yes.
Oh, sorry, my lord. We agreed that he, in brackets, Sergeant Mosia, will proceed with forensic investigation as he started with it already on his first visit. And I focused on the photograph and fingerprint investigation. I then documented the crime scene by means of photographs, rough sketch, and crime scene report, and also conducted fingerprint investigation under Springs LSRC number 123710 2014 and CSI team CR 143 2014.
Ngalelo langa lelo ke lange 27 ka-October 2014 isikhathi ke ngo-9:10 kwaze kwashaya ke 2:30 ngangise number 13511 Kutlwano Street eMzamo section eFosleras ngathola khona uSergeant Mosia kanye noLieutenant Zwane abangichazela ke mayela ngayo indawo yesigameko sase siqala ke ukuhamba kuyona ke indawo yesigameko uSergeant Mosia wase engichazela ke futhi mayela nophenyo aselenzile lapho nge-26 ka-October 2014 ngalawo ma points noma ngalezo points ke ezakhonjwa kumina ke uyena uLieutenant Zwane kanye naloko engakubona ngase ngiqhubeka ke kanye kuyona ke ngiprocessa yona noma ngisebenza ngayo ke isini leyo kanye noSergeant Musiya savumelana ukuthi yena uSergeant Musiya uzoqhubeka ke ngophenyo lwakhe abeseliqalile nanjengoba ebeseliqalile ngathi eya lapho okokuqala ngase mina ngigxela ke ekuthweni kwezithombe kanye futhi ke namafinger nophenyo lama fingerprints ngase ngibhala phansi ke icrime scene leyo ngokuthi ke ngithobula ithombe ngenze isketch eziraf kanye futhi ke nereport noma umbiko ke wecrime scene leyo kanye futhi nokuthi ngenze uphenyo lama fingerprints ngaphansi ko Springs LCRC 123710 2014 no CSI CR 143 2014.
Yes. Is it correct that Warrant Officer Musiya, then Sergeant Musiya, is a witness that has just stood down?
Ingaba linene lokubanga wayesakuba kuSergeant Musiya ngoku ongwarrant officer Musiya ngulo usando phuma ngokuphambi kwakho.
Kunjalo mhlekazi.
That is indeed correct. Uyena ke uMsiya lo oqeda ukuphuma manje.
You mentioned that you agree that Warrant Officer Musiya will proceed with forensic investigation. What is the pecking order for the carrying out of investigation on the scene? What is the sequence? What do you start with and how do you proceed?
Uchilo ke kuba navumelana ukuba ngaba uMsiya nguye ozoqhubeka nje ngoba wayesele eqalile. Ithini ke indlela ngokulandelelana xa ke ngokufuneka kwenzeke onto into eqalayo kulandele intoni?
Xa nifika kwi-crime scene kwindawo yexhayelo mhlekazi kuba ne-debriefing.
Upon arrival at the crime scene, there's a debriefing.
I-debriefing leyo eyenziwa i-crime scene investigator or crime scene manager from the station.
The debriefing is done by the crime scene manager from the station. Leyo nkulumiswano noma lokho khuluma ke kwenziwa uyena ke i-crime scene manager owase station.
And who was it in this instance?
Apha ke yayingubani?
Lieutenant Zwane.
It was Lieutenant Zwane, kwakuyena uLieutenant Zwane.
Yes.
Ewe?
So xa niqheba niyakwenza i-walkthrough kwi-crime scene anibonise ukuthi iscene ihamba njani or ijonge kanjani ngaphakathi.
Once you are done, you will then do a walkthrough and where he will then inform you how the crime scene looks like on the inside. Yena ke uzothi ke nenzeke lokubathi i-walkthrough uzonitshengisa ukuthi indawo leyo yesigameko ikanjani ngaphakathi.
Xa niyenza lo walkthrough nihamba naye ke umphathi wetyala from a station.
When doing that, you then do that in the presence of the investigating officer from the station.
Then xa seniphumela ngaphandle niyadiscussa ke ngoku ukuthi ngibani uzawuphatha i-case.
When you go out, you then discuss as to who is going to handle the case. Mase niphumela ngaphandle ke la nikhulumisana khona ukuthi ubani ozophatha icala.
Kulena ke indawo kule kwesi isiganeko ke kwakungumsiya ngoba wayeseqalile ngayo.
In this instance or in this crime scene, it was Musiya because he had already started with it. Lana ke kwaba umsiya ngoba wayeseqalile ke ngayo.
Njengoba sasesivumelene nomsiya uba yena uzawuqhubeka ngophenyo olubekeselenzile mina ngizawuthwebula izithombe.
As we had already agreed with Musiya that he would proceed with the investigation that he had started, that I was going to take photographs.
Ndaye ke ndaqeba nge-crime scene report ndacompile i-crime scene report ndenza i-rough sketch.
I then compiled the crime scene report as well as a rough sketch
yesini ndathatha izithombe
of the scene and took photographs.
Then xa sigqiba ukuthatha izithombe because uthatha izithombe kuqala ezescene before undisturbed.
Yena.
No. Xa uthatha izithombe uthatha izithombe zescene ezizenjalo.
Okay. Because when you first start take photos of the scene, you take them as they are, undisturbed.
Before uqala nge-investigation yakho.
Before starting with your investigation.
Then sithe xa sigqiba ukuthatha izithombe ke saye sesilandelela i-investigation umsiya wenza i-forensic apho ecollecte khona touch DNA.
After that, we then started the investigation. When Musiya then started with the touch DNA, sithe masekusuka lapho ke ila umsiya aseqale khona ke ngophenyo lakhe ngokuthi ke abheke ke i-DNA.
Mna ke ndandithwebula izithombe kuyo yonke loo nto ayenzayo.
In everything that he was doing, I was taking pictures.
Just a minute. Yes.
Ungaqhubeka.
Then emva koko ke ngoku emveni koko ke ngoku saqhubeka sa after nenze i-DNA niqhubeka ngelunye uphenyo olulandelayo kwaba i-ballistic.
After finishing,
case.
after finishing with the DNA, you then do other investigation, which was now ballistics in this case.
After i-ballistic kwabe sekuba ngama-fingerprint.
Thereafter, it was the fingerprints.
Yes. Just a minute. Now, you mentioned that when Warrant Officer Musia was doing the investigation on touch DNA, you were taking photos. Just want to show you photos as per Exhibit D.
Uchilo ke bangaba ngexesha umsiya ke esenza ke uphenyo olo wena ke uthatha ifoto.
Kunjalo.
That is correct.
These are the photos that you took. Is photo 1 up to photo 137.
Ukuyofika ukusuka kwifoto yokuqala kuyokutsho ku-137.
Ezasendlini kunjalo mhlekazi.
That is correct. That is now the photos of the house. Ithombe ke zasendlini, yebo.
But uqhubeka ukuyotsho ku-photo number 143 mhlekazi.
But proceeding up to photo 143.
Yes, can you just identify what are those photos from 138 to photo 143?
Ukusuka ku-138 yokutsho ku-143 ziyintoni ezo ifoto? Manje veza chaza ntoni?
Kuxa kugqiba ku-investigator ama-fingerprint mhlekazi.
It is after the investigation of the fingerprints. Yes. So
Uyayipowudara i-crime scene.
you powder the crime scene,
You search for ama-fingerprint.
ubheke ama-fingerprints.
And then if ayafumaneka uwamake,
Once they are found, or if they are found, you then mark
Yes.
them.
Yes, we'll get to that later on in your evidence. If you can then just turn to your affidavit regarding the photos. Yes, if you can just put those particulars, the crime scene team CR number, and the first loader's cast number, just put that on record.
key to photos and sketch plan. First Laura's case 636/10/2014. Gauteng CSI team CR 105/2014.
Yes.
There is a misprint here, Mshagazi.
There's a misprint, my lord.
Instead of 105, it's supposed to be 143.
It's supposed to be 143 instead of 105.
All right, you can proceed to read the first paragraph into the record.
Ungafunda ke.
Photo 1 to 8.
No, just your affidavit. The first part of your affidavit.
South African Police Service sworn statement. Gauteng CSI team CR 143/2014. Njengoba besentshilo ukuthi kune misprint instead of 143 kufanele kube ngu is CR 143.
Yes.
Yes. First Laura's case 636/10/2014. Tobeka Theodora Mshasho, state under oath. I am a warrant officer, an official draughtsman and photographer in service of the South African Police Service, stationed at the Gauteng CR and CSM CSI team.
Can you just explain those acronyms?
Laba oba CR, SCM, or SCI, abachazi.
UCR is criminal record. CSM it's crime scene record. Where's CSM?
Yes. The correct is crime scene management.
Crime scene management.
Yes, and
Sorry. OCSI crime scene investigation team.
CSI crime scene labo ke abaphenya ke indawo zesigameko nalabo abayilawulayo noba abamanajayo ungaqhubeka.
yes.
On the 2014-10-27, at 8 o'clock, I was requested by Colonel Matize to attend an alleged crime scene at house number 13511 Kutlwanong Street, Mzamo section, Fosloras, where an alleged shooting incident took place.
Ngaleli langa ke langa 27 ka October 2014 ngacela uyena ke ngo8 ekseni ngacela uyena uKolonel Matize ukuthi ngiyeke kwindawo yesigameko kwa number 13511 Kutlwanong Street Mzamo section eFosleras la ekwakuthiwa khona ke kulesigameko sokudubula esenzeka.
On 2014-10-27, at about 9:10, Warrant Officer Mhlahlo visited the scene and conducted an investigation with Constable Msia of Springs LCRC through photograph, forensic investigation, and fingerprint at the scene of crime. In brackets, fingerprints were taken to Johannesburg AFIS LCRC by Warrant Officer Mhlahlo. And the following exhibits were collected and handed to Constable Msia at the crime scene, at the scene of crime, sorry.
27 October 2014 on 9:10, uWarrant Officer Mhlahlo waya ke kule ndawo yesigameko wabe esenza ke uphenyo kanye naye uConstable Msia wase Springs LCRC ngokuthola ithombe ubufakazi ke bama forensic ama fingerprint kuyona ke indawo yesigameko ama fingerprints ase ethathwa ke asiwa eJohannesburg AFIS LCRC uyena uWarrant Officer Mhlahlo. Lo bufakazi obulandelayo ke base bunikezelwa kuConstable Msia kuyona indawo yesigameko.
Yes, we'll get to Exhibit 1 in a while. You mentioned that Warrant Officer Msia was doing the swabbing, touch DNA, and you were taking photos, is that correct?
Uchilo ke ukuba ngaba uMsia ke wayeswapha yena kanye thathwa ubungqina obo wena ufota kulonto ayenzayo. That is indeed correct. Shilo ukuthi yena kuMsia wayethatha ubufakazi noma eswapha mina ngithobula ithombe.
Yes, Warrant Officer Msia has already placed the particulars regarding the swabs, swab 1 up to 12 on record and the marking thereof. You can proceed to the key to photos and sketch plan.
Bese thethi leke ngeze ungaqala ke apho.
Photo 1 to 8 depicts the front and back elevation of house number 13511 Kutlwanong Street, Fosloras, Nomzamo section, where an alleged shooting incident took place.
Sithombe ke soqala kuyofika ke kwisithombe ke u8 ila esitshengisa khona ke ngaphambili kanye futhi nangasemuva ke kwindlu leyo u13511 Kutlwanong Street eFosloras Nomzamo section la kunesigameko sokudubula esenzeka khona.
Photo 9 to 11 indicates the entrance to the house from the kitchen door.
Bese kuthi ke isithombe u9 kuyosho ke ku11 ila sikhomba khona ke la ungena khona ke endlini isicabha sase kitchen.
Point A, in brackets point A and as per sketch plan.
Point A ke nanjenga kutshengiswa ke ku sketch plan.
Photo 12 to 19 indicates the kitchen and the damage on the door, on the kitchen door that allegedly made by the bullet.
Bese kuthi ke isithombe u12 kuyofika ke ku19 sikhomba ke ikhishi kanye futhi ke nomonakalo owenzeka ke kusona ke isicabha leso sasekhishini bangelwa inhlamvu. Point 2.
Just a minute, just give the opportunity for my colleague to scroll through the photos for the sake of the accused. Yes, you may proceed.
Maqhubeka ke.
Photo 20.
Photo 20 indicates the passage leading to the bathroom and to the other two bedrooms.
Bese kuthi ke isithombe u20 sona ke sikhombisa ke ipassage kanye eholela ke kwi bathroom kanye futhi namanye amakamera okulala amabili.
Photo 21 to 25 indicates the bathroom as found.
Bese kuthi isithombe u21 kuyofika ke ku25 ibathroom ngendlela eyatholakala ngayo.
Photo 26 indicates the door leading to one of the bedroom next to the toilet.
Bese kuthi ke isithombe u26 sona ke sikhombisa ke isicabha siholela ke kwikamera lokulala eduze kwe toilet.
Photo 27 to 39 indicates the bedroom as found, first bedroom from the toilet and third bedroom from the sitting room.
Bese kuthi isithombe u27 kuyofika ke kuyena u39 sikhomba ke ikamera lokulala nanjengendlela eyatholakala ngayo ikamera lokulala lokuqala ukusuka ke etoilet kanye futhi ke nekamera lokulala lesithathu uma usuka kuyona isitting room.
Just a minute. Yes, you may proceed.
Photo 40 to 47 indicates the bedroom as found, second bedroom from the toilet and second bedroom from the sitting room.
Bese kuthi ke isithombe u40 kuyofika ke kuyena 47 sikhombisa ke ikamera lokulala ngendlela elatholakala ngayo ikamera lokulala lesibili kusuka ke etoilet kanye nekamera lokulala lesibili ukusuka esitting room.
Yes.
Photo 48 to 56 indicates the bedroom as found, third bedroom from the toilet and first bedroom from the sitting room.
U48 kuyofika ku56 ke khomba ke ikamera lokulala ngendlela latholakala ngayo ikamera lokulala lesithathu ke uma usuka etoilet lokuqala ke uma usuka esitting room.
Photo 57 to 64 indicates the sitting room as found.
Bese kuthi u57 kuyofika ke 64 indlela ke isitting room eyatholakala ngayo.
Just a minute. Yes, you may proceed.
Okay.
Photo 65 to 67 indicates an alleged human blood found in the sitting room.
Bese kuthi u65 kuyofika ke 67 kuthiwa ke igazi lomuntu elatholakala esitting room.
The photo 68 indicates the first door from the sitting room before it's been swabbed for DNA.
U68 isicabha ke sokuqala umusuka ke esitting room ngaphambilini kokuthi ke kuphenywe lona ke ulibofuzo iDNA.
Photo 69 to 70 indicates the swapping evidence collection kit with serial number 14DC H8988 before it's been opened.
Bese kuthi lesi sithombe ke kuyofika ke ku70 sona ke sikhombisa ke ikit la ekuqoqwa khona ke kuhlanganiswe ubufakazi ene serial number e14DC 8988 ngaphambilini kokuthi ke isaka lelo livulwe.
Photo 71 indicates the swapping evidence collection kit after, opened, and before it's been used to swap the bedroom door 1.
Bese kuthi ke lesi sithombe u71 sikhombisa ke yona ke ikit leyo ke yobufakazi noma obuqoqwa khona ke emuva kokuthi isivuliwe nangaphambili kokuthi isetshenziswe ukuthi ke bese kuqalwa ke ngophenyo kusona ke isicabha sokuqala esasekamereni lokulala.
Photo 72 to 73 indicates swab 1 collected from the door for possible epithelial cells and DNA packed and sealed in a box.
Bese kuthi ke isithombe u72 kanye ke noma kuyofika ke kuyena ke u73 sikhomba ke iswap lena yokuqala noma uswap 1 ethathwa sona ke isicabha kuzothi kubhekwe ke ama cells noma abizwa ke ama epithelial cells kanye ke nolibofuzo iDNA bese ihlanganisa noma iqoqiwe ke yafakwa noma ifakwe ebhokisini.
Yes, we can go up to photo 76. Yeah, 74 and 75.
Photo 74 to 75 indicates swab 2 collected from the door for possible epithelial cells and DNA packed and sealed in a box.
Bese kuthi u74 kuyofika ke ku75 uswap 2 othathwe noma otholwe ke kwisicabha ke kuzobhekwa ke ama cells lawo kabizwa ngokuthi awe epithelia no kanye nolibofuzo iDNA seqoqiwe ke kwafakwa kwavalwa ebhokisini.
Photo 77 indicates
No, 76.
Oh, sorry, my lord. Photo 76 indicates the swapping evidence kit after being used.
Bese kuthi ke u76 ukhombisa ke evidence kit le emuva kokuthi isisetshenzisiwe.
As you call, please, my lord, will this be an appropriate time to call it a day for today?
What's the time?
It's just after 3:30, my lord.
Any complaints from Mr. Mnisi? Okay, let's turn. Tomorrow, 10 o'clock.